In this analysis of the Raiders, I present crucial information about the team and some NFL speculations that will undoubtedly affect the franchise. The first topic to discuss in this episode is about the visits the Raiders have scheduled for today. If you're watching this content in real time, I've already mentioned that the football team is back, as today marks the official start of the offseason activities. 3 athletes preparing for the NFL draft have scheduled visits with the team: Boise State running back Ashton Jenney, Michigan defensive tackle Mason Graham, and Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers. It's important to note that these 3 players have been invited to the first day of the voluntary off-season activities. It's highly likely that Max Crosby will be present, as he typically attends the facilities. Other athletes, such as Jeremy Chin, Landon Roberts, and Geno Smith, may also be expected at the voluntary activities, as the coaching staff is looking for players who truly love the sport. It's intriguing that these 3 athletes are here today for the off-season voluntary activities. The central issue I want to discuss, which you may agree or disagree with, is the significance of these visits being scheduled for today. It wasn't yesterday, nor will it be on Wednesday or Thursday. There must be a reason for scheduling all 3 visits on this specific day. I believe there's meaning in this. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is an overreaction and 10 is a highly significant event for these athletes to be here, I would rate this as 7 in relevance. In fact, I may even consider raising that to an 8, especially due to the Raiders' interest in Ashton Jenney. With the presence of these 3 players, I share my reflections on the significance of these visits. I'm convinced that the importance is a 7 out of 10, perhaps even an 8, as I know the Raiders are focused on Ashton Jenney, Mason Graham, and Quinn Ewers. Here's why I believe this. First, there is clear interest in Jenney, who has already had a top 30 visit, a formal meeting at the Combine, and a visit on the day of his workout. Additionally, there was a dinner between the Raiders coaching staff and Jenney, along with the Boise State coach, after his session. The only team that had this interaction was the Las Vegas organization. I also imagine the coach may want to support his son in his new role. Guess who's in charge of the running game? The running game coordinator and offensive line coach. It's evident there's interest in Ashton Jenney. As for Mason Graham, the team conducted a top 30 visit and had a meeting with him at the NFL Combine. He has ties to Michigan, and we know Tom Brady will play a significant role this upcoming season. I also mentioned in a previous analysis of the Raiders' off-season winners and losers that I was very positively impressed by the various measures the organization has taken to ensure Max Crosby's satisfaction, from keeping Adam Butler to recognizing Patrick Graham's efforts. I can confidently say Mason Graham could bring significant advantages to Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins. Moreover, the team clearly values the line, something that has been a constant focus during this offseason. The most intriguing part is that Quinn Ewers participated in a top 30 visit before the workout and NFL Combine. He's the only quarterback in this draft who has had both a top 30 visit, a workout meeting, and a combined visit on a voluntary offseason day. A few days ago, I expressed my opinion that the team is targeting a quarterback on the 3rd day of the draft, especially given the number of rumors circulating about interest in players in this segment. Taking into account the rumors in circulation, we can discuss a few that suggest certain quarterbacks may be selected earlier than expected. The season has brought important developments, and I've already mentioned that there seems to be an interest from the team in a quarterback on the 3rd day of the draft. The number of speculations surrounding this event, suggesting the team is evaluating players during this period, reveals a clear intention. Let's explore some rumors that indicate certain quarterbacks may be chosen earlier than anticipated. Additionally, I reiterate that I see one specific player as suitable for a development cycle of 2 to 3 years. The quarterback's current contract ensures he will be the starter during this time, allowing the player to grow and develop under his supervision. He might show significant potential, even though he's still in the maturation phase. What follows is a new update on the team that I find interesting, and whenever I come across something that catches my attention, I make sure to share it. This is the essence of my work. The next topic to discuss involves the movement surrounding the Michigan cornerback, which has become quite a hot topic in the team's draft discussions, especially regarding the first round. Personally, I'm not sure if this would be my choice at the 6th position, but if the team opts for a trade down, that could change. I would view him as a more fitting selection at a slightly lower position, such as the 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th, which seems more appropriate. According to reports, this All-American Michigan cornerback, recognized as one of the best at his position in this draft, will conduct a workout for NFL teams next Monday morning in Ann Arbor, now that he's fully recovered from a thigh injury that occurred in February. What's interesting is that after this workout, the first team he will visit is the same one that evaluated him in a top 30 visit and had a formal meeting at the Combine. It's essential to observe the connections with Michigan, especially with important personalities from the past. The team he'll visit after his workout is precisely the one that already conducted a top 30 evaluation with him and had a previous formal meeting. There are undoubtedly some ties with Michigan, especially with prominent figures. One of the coaches is actively seeking a cornerback and places great value on athletes of that caliber. This is a point I addressed in one of our earlier pieces a month ago, in which I mentioned that a source at the Combine informed us the team had asked a player about this cornerback. Asking a player who's likely to be one of the top picks about another player who will probably also be among the top 12 picks is certainly eye-catching. It becomes even more interesting since the player is confirmed for the official day, and the cornerback will show up the following week. The team is definitely keeping its focus on both Michigan prospects. As for the final matter I want to address regarding the team's news, it involves a draft analyst. Some people may have a favorable opinion of him, while others may not, but what really matters is that this will be the last mock draft he publishes. The relevance of this final mock draft is significant, as he tends to hear insider information in NFL circles thanks to his connections. These interactions with influential figures in the league give credibility to what he presents. Regarding the team, he projected players for the 6th and 37th picks, creating a 2-round mock draft. However, I know not everyone has access to the articles or videos on the platform, as they're not always free. Therefore, I suggest considering a free subscription option or choosing to pay for an annual fee to access the content or follow the material, where I'll provide full details. Being part of the Raiders community is free, and you can also opt for a subscription that provides additional insights and articles. I'll explain everything in detail, especially if you're a true Raiders fan looking for content year-round at no cost. Let's take a quick look at Mel Kiper's 2-round mock draft. In the first pick, the Tennessee Titans select Cam Ward, followed by Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, and Will Campbell. Mason Graham is selected 5th by the Jacksonville Jaguars. As we reach the 6th pick, the Las Vegas Raiders are up, and it's no surprise that Ashton Jenney is the pick. This name has appeared frequently in the Raiders' mock drafts, and Mel highlighted why this would be the expected decision at this position. Last season, the team ranked last in rushing yards per game, with 79.8, and also in yards per rush, with 3.6, tied for the second lowest number of 10-plus yard runs, totaling 34. The new coach will certainly demand an improvement in the running game, and Jenney has the potential to change that scenario. He showed remarkable speed, balance through contact, vision, and accumulated 261 rushing yards last season, suggesting he could become an elite NFL running back. I share the belief that he has that potential, though he needs to improve his receiving skills. When reviewing his statistics and performance from last season, you'll notice significant improvement. I'm also eager to see his development in pass protection. Opting for Ashton Jenney at the 6th pick seems like a reasonable decision that many would support. Now, let's move on to the 2nd round, where the Raiders are up again. Tyler Shuck is selected 33rd, followed by Jalen Milroe in 34th. It seems some analysts believe there will be an increased demand for quarterbacks earlier than expected. I can confidently state that if Mecca Ibuka is still available at this point, the Raiders will certainly consider trading up to the 35th spot with the Titans or try to negotiate their pick. I believe the Raiders may even try to move up to select him at the end of the 1st round. However, at the 37th pick in Mel Kiper's mock, the Raiders are expected to select linebacker Carson Swessinger from UCLA. Swessinger was ranked as my 4th player I'd like to see the Raiders select at this position, and I think this is because he pairs well with Landon Roberts and Devin White, a view shared by Kiper. Schlesinger stood out in 2024 with 115 tackles, 4 sacks, and 2 interceptions. The Raiders face significant issues at linebacker since Roberts, Bland, and Divine Diablo signed with other teams. Schlesinger could join the new additions of Landon Roberts and Devin White to bolster this position. Overall, reviewing Mel Kiper's mock draft, we see that we're addressing the need for a running back and a linebacker. I'd give it a grade of A-, but I'd still like to find a receiver and a cornerback. If this is how the Raiders start the 2025 NFL Draft, I definitely wouldn't be disappointed. Next, let's explore the NFL rumors you need to check out. We've recently received some random news about the Raiders. Former quarterback Jack Jones was not claimed off waivers and is now an unrestricted free agent. This suggests that all 32 NFL teams had the opportunity to claim Jack Jones, but none showed interest, meaning no one wanted to take on that $3,400,000 salary, which shouldn't surprise anyone, given there were no trades involving Jack Jones. I'll address the NFL rumors you need to know shortly. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that could shake up the NFL quarterback landscape, the Las Vegas Raiders are reportedly zeroing in on Tampa Bay Buccaneers signal caller Baker Mayfield as their top target. Sources close to the organization have revealed that internal discussions are heating up, with Raiders decision-makers increasingly convinced that Mayfield could be the long-term answer under center. The mere suggestion of this bold pursuit has sparked intrigue across the league, and for good reason. Mayfield's resurgence in Tampa Bay has turned heads. After turbulent stops in Cleveland, Carolina, and Los Angeles, the former number 1 overall pick found new life with the Buccaneers. His 2023 campaign was not just productive, it was electric. From orchestrating comeback wins to delivering high-octane performances against elite defenses, Mayfield reminded everyone why he once won the Heisman Trophy and was the first overall pick in the NFL Draft. His growing command of the offense and Pro Bowl-worthy play has made him one of the hottest names on the market, even if he's technically not on it. The Raiders, still searching for their franchise quarterback, have been carefully studying Mayfield's evolution. Team executives reportedly view his gritty leadership and late-game heroics as a perfect match for the franchise's identity. With Jimmy Garoppolo's tenure in Las Vegas underwhelming and rookie Aiden O'Connell still developing, the idea of landing a battle-tested, playoff-proven quarterback is as appealing as it is ambitious. However, prying Mayfield away from Tampa Bay won't be easy or cheap. The 29-year-old recently inked a 3-year deal worth up to $100 million, including $50 million guaranteed. But the Raiders are said to be exploring trade scenarios and potential incentives that could entice the Buccaneers to entertain offers. Whether Tampa Bay would part with their revitalized star remains uncertain, especially given his strong chemistry with wideout Mike Evans and the recent momentum he's built with the franchise. Still, in the high-stakes world of NFL front office maneuvering, whispers often lead to waves. And if the Raiders are as serious as insiders suggest, the coming months could set the stage for one of the most dramatic quarterback moves in recent memory. One thing is clear, Baker Mayfield's next chapter might just be written in silver and black. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.